Welcome back, everyone, to the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. Golden Boy and Mr. X here, bringing you the action, and action indeed.
Yeah, tons of action. I mean, this has been a great series so far, Alex.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, Vitality able to come back, win the first game by 3 after being down by almost 40 in the first half. Great search and destroy game pulled out by Brazil, and then right there at the end, an amazing finish to that blitz game by Vitality Rise to take a 2-1 map lead right now in the series.
Yeah, and honestly, I would have to say that Gotaga just surprised the crap out of me in that matchup because he went 31-21, right? Come at big, but I have to say, you know, for it to have gone down to the wire like that, that was a heartbreaking moment there because they had two players in position, but, I mean, just Vitality Rise is going absolutely huge. Now you're going to have Gotaga and crew pushing up on B. They get it right away. We saw B get contested for such a long time, so many times in this tournament. But this time around, not the case here. Vitality rises. They're going to establish two flight control right away.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that was a pretty easy B take from Vitality. No, not really much resistance there right at the start. And you see amazing shots right there out of Carnage. And you know, Alex, I've been around these Vitality guys for a few events. You know, and I can say Gotaga is one of the most competitive people in Call of Duty I've ever met.
Really?
He absolutely despises to lose more than almost any other player I've met, which is kind of shocking. Very quiet guy, but
considering
absolutely
that
hates
you
to
worked
lose.
with Aches in them, so
yeah,
I know how much he hates to lose. You know, you bring up a good point there, but I also feel like, Matt, that if you are into this and you hate losing, you're doing it wrong. You know, you gotta hate it. You gotta just always want to win. Period. I mean, that's just what it's all about. You know, yes, losing is learning, but if I could avoid learning for a little while, I'm okay if I keep winning.
If losing is learning, I hate to learn.
Yeah,
I'm fully against
really
learning.
School, as my math can clearly, you know, tell.
I'd rather know already before I learn.
So now we have Blue here on your screen as he's gonna, you know, try and apply some pressure inside of top white and see if anyone's gonna push out. There's going to be one guy, bottom beer. He's not going to see him, though. There's going to be a lot of activity going on in the mid as well, and Blue just continuing to circle around, see if he can identify anybody. There's going to be one player on Blue, or on B, and let's see who this player from Vitality is. It's going to be broken, but he gets stopped right away. And now we have that AC cap, and B is going to get split. Two members of Vitality Rises push out in different directions. All four members, they push out in two different directions there. That was a great read from them as they push forward towards C. Might be able to get this one. Yes, they are. They have no one there in a position to contest. And now we could see this Brazil 5-star squad jump right back into this.
Yeah, you know, right there, if you're Vitality, once you see that Brazil is going to start taking C, immediately you need to jump on B. There should be no hesitation there. You know players aren't going to be rotating over towards A.
It was a tough read, though, because they could have committed anywhere. And they committed two different directions. Yeah. I didn't expect that. I don't think they would have either.
If they... Once you see that C flag starting to be taken, you need to take those two players you had over at A and start sending them over towards B.
Okay.
You know, that's really the only complaint that I have about that play because, you know, those two players all the way in the back at A.
They were hanging back. They weren't pushing forward.
Yeah, you need to push forward because you can easily trade flags. If you're able to take B, I mean, then you have a good setup. You have a home flag and middle flag.
Neutralized flag there by A, and a good point brought up by Mr. X there. That pressure that you're going to see, and both teams, I guess, getting the hit as they advance forward. Broken's able to get that one back, but we're going to, apologies about the jumping around. We're going to stay with Brazil 5 stars to see what they're going to do because Lei has been a savage this entire game as he manages to find one player, and he does get that kill with the hip fire excellence as well with the stop. It's going to be 2 down right now, and a great angle here out of Lei as he's just waiting. He's waiting to see if anyone's going to push up.
Yeah, you know, they're putting them in a great trap, this Brazilian 5-star team. You can see on your mini-map. Yeah, they're getting control of white side, so that's going to keep spawning them the furthest back left of crates. And, you know, that's the exact area you want them to spawn. But look at that. Vitality's going to break out and get all 4 down, and they're just going to take B, and they are just going to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, but they gave up a lot of points there, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they gave up, like, at least 20-plus points.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
You know, you got to think, like, they had to make that play.
Yeah, you know, if you're a Brazilian 5-star, you're very happy with this first half, I think.
Yeah.
You know, from the way it started, you're able to come back, make it extremely close. And I think if you're Vitality, obviously you have to be pretty upset. You could have blown them away in this first half and really kind of solidified this match for yourself, this match win for yourself. And you kind of let them off the hook a little bit. So now you're just making it a little tougher on yourself going into the second half.
That's very true, very true. 30 seconds left on the clock. You got about a 12-point lead there, if I'm correct. So, or they're continuing to add on to it as time ticks by. But, you know, it was, yeah, like you said, it was just a really narrow game there. Now, Curta, he's going to have to defend B, finds one, takes him out. With 15 seconds left on the clock, I don't really see anyone from 5 stars at least advancing forward and getting B. I think it's safe to say this one's going to close out with Vitality Rises getting control of the two B and A flags, the home flag as well as the mid.
Yeah, I mean, you know, pretty good game for Vitality. They lost control pretty much halfway through. They let Brazil get really back into this game. You know, it could have been a 100-point game for Vitality if they would have held that. And I mean, is it going to come back to haunt them in the second half? We don't know, but no, it's kind of the same thing we saw Brazilian 5 stars do the first time on Sovereign. They took a 38-point lead and then lost in the second half. So it's something we may see happen here again, but just the reverse.
Good observation on that one. Want to point out that's going to be an 18-point lead there for Vitality Rises going into this one. But we saw that happen before. You know, roles reversed, though. Bear that in mind. Brazil 5 stars, they were in the driver's seat that time around. Vitality Rises comes back and answers forward, gets that game win.
On a map like Freight, it's extremely easy to huge leads.
Yeah.
So I would say on Freight, anything 25 and under is pretty much doable.
Okay.
So I think if you're a Brazilian 5-star fan out there, it's a very workable situation for them in this.
Yeah. I mean, and again, these are two teams that I feel have displayed that they're very evenly matched.
Yeah.
As far as like, you know, their reads and like what they're trying to do, like how they're scoping out the other team and how they, you know, attack it, right? Both teams are kind of doing similar strategies here. But of course, you know, you mentioned before you want to see a little bit more aggression. I believe that was from Brazil 5 stars, and aggression's going to win them this side. If they don't do it now.
They have to be aggressive because they're down. So you're kind of forcing yourself to be an aggressive team. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this second half. If they come out and play how they normally play, Vitality could just bait them on the B flag and just camp, just wait around and leave it neutral. But
now this is what I think, Matt. You go after, you get your home, you go B, you push their home, send one guy. I think that's pretty standard. Yeah. I want to see that out of Brazil 5 stars to kick it off.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see. It's all going to determine how Vitality's going to play. If Vitality sits with, you know, an AR in one of their top buildings to watch B, I think they should try and smoke a mid-map and then maybe send one guy to try and neutral home. I think the most effective way, like you were saying, to build an advantage back is to try and push their home flag and neutral it, because that forces the other team to have to rotate back consistently, and then that leaves you more lanes mid-map.
Yeah, well, we'll see how Brazil 5 stars is going to react to this. Again, they're currently going to be down by 18 points going into this half. So it seems like this is do or die time for them as far as this matchup is concerned. They end up losing it. They go down in the series 3-1, and they lose a matchup in their group. So kicking it off here with the I would say that leader mentality of excellence, the veteran, if you will. So he's going to be pushing up, finding one player. Tries to go and sees if he can line up the double, but there's no going to be pushing white just yet, but excellence getting right in the face of the Vitality Rises crew. He knows there might be one guy by beer. Shots go through, and that was going to be a good stop there. Coco Lander and H are going to be all by themselves as Lay and Excellence off the respawn. Yeah,
but, you know, big plays right there out of Vitality. They were able to, you know, just bait them out a little bit, got 3 easy kills, and then hop that B flag. And right now, if you're Excellency and Brazilian 5 stars, you need to come up with a plan, and you need to do something together.
Yeah.
You can make a bad decision together and still make it work, as long as everyone's on the same page and do it together.
Yeah, they have to be on the same page here. So let's see how they're going to push up, because they do have control of B, but they end up losing it. There was going to be a guy that jumps on that, though, Lay, with a stop, and it seems like they are going to get B control. And look at Lay. He's pushing up, and he gets taken out. But still, though, you have to wonder if they're getting aggressive like that. Look for Excellence potentially to move in and try and see if you can neutral A so that this way, the other 3 players here that are pushing up on B, those orange arrows will turn around and go right back over to their home flag.
Yeah, you know, right now, if I'm Excellency, this is when I start to go. I mean, you just pick up those 2 huge kills. You know pretty much from your map position, they're going to be spawning in that back white area, and that's 3 kills in a row for Excellency. And he's actually going to make a play for this A flag, Alex.
That was his cue. He finds one on the side, and Excellence is on a roll. He's on a 4-point streak. He's going to get taken out, but that, of course, it slows them down as much as he possibly can. Currently, Brazil 5 stars is going to be up by 4 points here as Vitality Rises looking to see if they can break this setup that they have. But Lay,
Oh!
what are you, Savage? Unbelievable as
Unreal.
he gets that stop. I cannot believe what he's doing. I'm using the word savage so much. Ghani's going to kill me. But you know what, though? Lay truly is an animal, though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was unreal. That three-piece right there pretty much saved them from having, you know, the Vitality team push up and get map controls. So big plays right there out of Lay. I mean, he's been unreal this series.
He has. He truly has. And he's been showing why, you know what, he deserves to be here in LA playing for his stake at $1 million. That is what it's all about. Now, Excellence by himself as 3 members get taken out. Gotaga with a double, you know, and Excellence with a stop, and he can't quite line it up, though. Back over to Broken, and Vitality rises as it will be 47-35. So that is, again, another thing you got to point out, right? They managed to get this lead. They're creeping it. They're creeping so close to being able to take it back for 5 stars. But Vitality rises. They just know when to answer back every time.
I mean, that was the play of the game right there, I think. I think we just saw that. Gotaga actually went underground, was able to come up that gate area, kill 2 players, and they were able to get B back. And I love the positioning from Broken right here. He's going to spawn his team mid-map, but they're going to have to get one of these home flags. You know, A is neutral. They have a player over there, and it looks like they're taking C, Alex. So we might be seeing a 3-cap here from Vitality.
It looked like it was going to be a 3-cap, but bear in mind, they ended up getting taken out. So now you have 3 players swarming B, and this could be that chance, and it is going to get neutral. So you have 5 stars advancing on B. One guy's going to be hanging out there. Gotaga pushing up. They get it neutral again. Another one pushing up from bottom Owens, from that Owens alley, and they do get B right back. So Vitality rises, continues to establish this control. 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock with a 3-point lead in favor of 5 stars. But remember, they're up by plus 18, so about 15 points total that they have in the lead here.
Yeah, you know, Vitality's kind of just running away with this, Alex. And I mean, Gotaga, and he's had a really solid series. You know,
he went off.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a rough time in Search and Destroy, but I mean, in respawn game modes, I mean, this is where you've really seen him shine. I mean, he has one of the best shots in Call of Duty. I mean, and also you see him use very creative classes. You know, you see him use a lot of the reflex for just different trophy systems, or even just changing guns. I mean, a lot of stuff we see in Search and Destroy he's bringing to respawn. So tons of innovation out of Gotaga.
That's right, and he also has that specialist bonus as well. So he is going to be a machine out there on the field. Looking to see if anyone's going to be switching on the left side here. Gotaga able to pick him up. Goes for the hip fire.
No.
Absolutely dirty. And he just, that sensitivity from Gotaga, the way he turned around from that wall is just incredible. But yes, you see there, with 27 seconds left on the clock, they have an 8-point lead on top of the 18-point lead that they have. That is pretty much Curtain's 10 points now. So about 28-point lead plus some change. I think it's safe to say, without a shadow of a doubt, that Rises will be taking this first matchup of the group. But it was a great matchup nonetheless between these 2 squads.
I mean, Gotaga took over the second half of this Dom.
He did.
I mean, what, a 14 spree right here? End it. 15.
15 spree to
make it
close
real
this one
nice.
out. Gotaga!
Oh, he probably would have had a 16 right there.
That was
But,
dirty.
I mean, you know, big players when it matters always come up. And that was a big game right there.
15-point streak out of him.
Yeah.
15. Gotaga.
The man can play.
France, you should be proud. That dude is a
I'm proud, and I'm not
incredible.
even French.
Yeah, it's like, way to go, Gotaga.
Way to go.
Man, what a matchup there. The Brazilian crew, though, they're not out of it just yet. Remember, I mean, there's still a lot of Call of Duty to be played here at the Call of Duty Championships presented by Xbox in LA. They have, I believe, Vitality Rises. They have Wizards. Wizards
Rise
just
Nation.
lost to Rise Nation. So that's going to be that group there. I could
see either of these. I can see both these teams coming out.
Yeah, I mean, but Rise Nation, though, is going to be very
Oh,
good.
yeah. Rise Nation's extremely good, but
Very good team.
I mean, I think a team like Brazilian 5 stars and Search and Destroy could catch them off guard. And then, you know, respawn game mode, they just got to win one.
You never know. You never know. That's the good thing about these competitions. It's sporadic. You never know, and that's why we love them. All right, guys, so with that said, we'll be right back. Here on the Charlie stream, they got action going on over on the Bravo stream as well as the Alpha stream. So go ahead, check that stuff out. Get social about it. Tweet it out there, www.mlg.tv. Use the hashtag CODChamps when you're talking about the event. I'm Golden Boy. This is Mr. X. We'll see you guys in a few. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.